Hi everybody, this is Azure and welcome to the fourth part of the video series on Azure IoT Hub and Intel Edison. So today is Wednesday and the date is 31st of May 2017. The reason why I am mentioning this date because today my book got published and the link of the book is given in description, the Amazon link. It's a book on Intel Edison entitled Intel Edison projects, and there I have written about IoT, robotics, home automation, using the various industry standard protocols like the MQTT, how we can develop a mobile app for controlling devices, or how we can develop a desktop application for controlling robots and other stuffs. So if you want, you can just have a look into the book. The link is placed in the description. Back to our tutorial series on Azure IoT and Intel Edison. So today this particular video is dedicated to save the data to a SQL database from the Azure IoT Hub using a Stream Analytics job. But there has been a small mistake in the previous video which I will just like to rectify. So what happens specifically is that here in this particular area I have used set interval. So set interval is actually wrong. What we have to use is set timeout, because we want to function it as a delay, not as a like a infinite looping kind of thing. So we want to function it as a delay, so that's why we have used set timeout and not set interval. So that was a mistake from my end, sorry for that. However, if you use set timeout, then the value will get uploaded every 10 seconds. That is a parameter which I have mentioned here. So that was a mistake. I have already updated to set timeout in the GitHub file which I have pasted in the previous video in the description. So let's see how we are actually sending the data, not sending, actually routing the data from the Azure IoT Hub to the SQL database. So let's just head back to the Azure dashboard. So I have already created a Stream Analytics job known as Azure Edison. I will show you how to configure it. You have to create a SQL server as well as a SQL table. So just click on new, and okay, it may take some time. Well, it should appear. Okay, click on new. There type SQL database. So we need to create a SQL database for saving the data. So once you click on SQL database, you can click on create, and it will be guided through the process of giving the database name, the user ID and the password, the server name, etc., and it is and everything. So once you create a database, what you are required is to create a table where the data will actually be saved. So once you create a database, just log into your database and click on tools. I mean, not login, just open your the home page of your database, click on tools, and use the query editor to write a query. So initially you need to create a table, but I have already created a table, so I'll just show you the rows. Select star from, what did I forgot the name of the table. Let me just see what was the name. I fortunately took a screenshot. Yeah, it's light well. So yeah, this was the query which you need to write initially, like create table Azure Edison. Sorry, the name of the table was Azure Edison, and the field where the light data will be the intensity of light sensor will be saved is light well, which is of type varchar, and the maximum value is 255, the maximum length, sorry. So just write this query in the query editor to create the table. Now once you create a table, you might want to display it, but you don't have any data, but I will just show you. Initially you need to log in. Just type your, these are the credentials for your Azure SQL server. So you need to log in every time you open the query editor. Hold on, did I miss something? might be giving the wrong password. It should work, at least I believe. Yeah, I gave the wrong password. Anyway, so select start from, again, what was the table name? Azure Edison, AZURE Edison. So once you click on run, the resultant table should get displayed in the results tab. So no results as of now, because I have not yet uploaded any data as of now. So let's see how we can hook this up with the Azure IoT Hub to receive all the data. So let's just head back to the dashboard and create a Stream Analytics job. So again, you need to click on new, then search for Stream. Sorry, and what I'm typing there, I don't know. Stream Analytics job, and click on create, and you should you'll be moved to the portal where you can create a Stream Analytics job. But I have already created one Stream Analytics job, so let's just head back to the Stream Analytics job. No, this was not the job which I created. I created this one. Yeah. So when you come to home page of Stream Analytics job, you will be having three configuration tabs. The first is the input tab, the second is the query tab, and third is the output tab. So as an input, we will be having the Intel Edison, the data coming from the Intel Edison to the Azure IoT Hub. So basically the input in this case will be the Azure IoT Hub. So hold on, let me just go back over again. So once you click on input, you need to add the click on add and mention input alias. So this input alias can be anything. Just mention anything that is relevant to your project. So here I mention as Edison because the data is coming from the Intel Edison ultimately. So you can just mention Edison. Now the source type will be data stream. The source will be the IoT Hub. Now once you click on IoT Hub, the import option, the source will be, you need to select the from which IoT Hub the data will be coming. So the name of the IoT Hub in this case is MCU. So you need to click on MCU. Now what you need to take care is the event serialization format. So here we have selected JSON with the encoding of UTF-8. So remember in the last video we have shown you that we are passing the data. I'll just show you again. We are passing the data as a JSON string. So this is the only reason because Azure IoT, Azure Stream Analytics job support JSON, CSV and Avro. So we are using the JSON to be the encoding format for incoming data. So I'll just show you. These are the imported settings. So you can just automatically configure provide IoT Hub settings automatically. So you don't need to provide the settings again manually. If you just type the source as IoT Hub, it will automatically take each and everything. So you don't need to care about anything. What you need just to care about is the input alias name, which you need to remember again. Okay, so I'll just head back to the home page. So you need to mention output also, right? In this case the output will be SQL server, SQL database table. So again you need to click on add and again mention output alias where I have mentioned as Edison data. So the sync, so in this case we call the output as a sync. So the sync will be where it is SQL database. Okay, and here to mention a username and password and the table name which we have created in the SQL database. So once you mention each and everything, just click on create. It will automatically configure each and everything for you, and you literally don't need to worry about anything. Now you need to be very specific about mentioning a table name, which is case sensitive. And sorry for that, I'll just go to on the dashboard only. So after you configure your input and output for your stream, it's not working. Just reload the page. Okay, after you configure your stream analytics job for the input and output, we need to write a query which will link both of them. So for that, again, just let it load first. Just go to your Azure Edison Stream Analytics job, and from there click on query. Just make them disappear. So click on query, and here you need to write the query. So we have mentioned the select light val. So what I mean by light val is that the JSON string which we're sending from the Edison, that contains a key and value pair. So I mentioned the key for the particular value which we're interested. We're interested in a light val, so we have mentioned a select light val. If you want, you can mention other parameters also, but as of now we are interested only in the light value since we are sending a single sensor data. Okay, so select light val into Edison data, the name of a SQL database table from Edison. That is the name of your that is the alias of your IoT hub, and this is the alias of your SQL database. So once you write the query, just click on save, and you should be ready with it. So you should start your stream analytics job before you even test it. So just click on start. It normally takes a bit of time for Azure to deploy your stream analytics job. So once it gets deployed, you just need to connect your Intel Edison to your laptop or PC and write start the code which was written previously. You can even open a device explorer for the sake of monitoring or incoming data, but it won't be required because all the data that we are sending will be received to the SQL, it will be saved to the SQL database. So if I just head back to data and let the list appear, so the device name was Edison available, and I just click on monitor. So let's just head back to the Azure portal and see whether our stream analytics job has started or not. No, it's still in the process. So let's just wait for it. In the meantime, let's see whether it's receiving. Yeah, it has already started. Let's see whether it's, yes, the stream analytics job has been started successfully. So I will just open one more tab and go into the Azure portal. And I will head back to the SQL server. Man, today the internet connection is too much slow. Okay. I will just open the tools tab of it, click on the query editor. Next I will log in. So just let me give the password. So once I click on OK, I should be logged in. So here we'll just type the query, select star from, again, what was the name of the table? Azure Edison, AZURE Edison, and I will just execute the query. So I shouldn't receive any data as of now because I have not yet started the program. So let me just start the program. I'll just upload it. It is already uploaded, so I'll just start it. So the app is already running. Let me see whether I receive any kind of data or not. Okay, I got an error. I don't know why I got this error. Client.send event. Oh, okay. So this is the reason. So this was a stray dot somewhere in the program. Okay, anyway, so I will just start the program again. I think it has started. Okay, yeah, the message is being sent, so I'll just head back to device explorer and I'm receiving the messages. So it should be like message should come after every 10 seconds. And now let's head back to the Azure portal. So here I am, select start from Azure Edison, and I will run the query again, and I should receive some kind of data, at least. Yes, and I am receiving data 511,628, and here also 511,628. And if I run again, I should receive more 2 data. Yes, should get. Yes, I am getting all the data. So that's how the entire thing is functioning. So what we have learned through the entire video series, we have learned how to hook up the Intel Edison with the group based shield and connect an analog sensor to it. From there, what we are doing, we are collecting the sensor data, that is a light intensity value. From the Edison, we are sending the data, or we can say we are streaming the data through the MQTT protocol to the Azure IoT Hub. And from the Azure IoT Hub, we are using a Stream Analytics job to route the incoming data to a SQL database, and we are ultimately saving the data to the SQL database. So that's how the entire thing is functioning. You can now even create another Stream Analytics job to to visualize the data using Power BI or any other visualization tool. But as of now, the main agenda for this video was was just to show you how we can store the data in the database from the sensor. So that was the end of the entire video series. Thank you again. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please hit the like button if you like this video. Please hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos of this kind. And thank you again. Goodbye and meet you soon.